In this match, we had survivors getting salty at me, survivors getting salty at each other. I don't know what it is, man. You survivors need to relax. Like, not everybody needs to play the way you want them to play, and I didn't play that way. I actually played a pretty straight up game, but... Ooh, I do not mind Raccoon City by no means. I do not care for the West Wing. I am more of an East Wing kind of guy. And you know me, you always gotta put the stair trap. It's common sense. You always gotta put this trap here. It's just, think of a god pallet, but a god trap. It has to be destroyed. It cannot be left hanging. Pretty slow. I find beginnings are normally pretty slow on this side, but we actually find somebody on the gens, centralize. That's a good thing about RPD if you don't know. Definitely prioritize those middle gens because they try and get them out of the way really quick. And like I said, man, those stair traps, they never fail. She really should have dropped out. I don't know, honey, I don't know how fast you think you are. You are not Hussein, but... How did I miss that hit? Can anybody tell me how I missed that hit? It clearly connected with the side of her dome, but that's okay. The guy's still on the corpse. We do have the add-on. Oh, just so you guys know, we don't have any perks. We do have the add-on that when you disarm my traps, you get injured, and that when you release yourself... that when you release the traps, you become, like you bleed out. Which is pretty cool. And if you guys wondered why she ran in there and didn't see that trap, it's because I had it on the inside. You never put it baseline, you actually put it more inside when you're trapping doors because they can't see it until it's already too late. But so far, as you can see, this game is going fine. Like, I'm not playing like a jerk-off. I'm not, you know, tunneling, I'm not camping. I'm just playing the game, baby! I'm just trying to get kills. Even that guy could have chased him, would have been easier. No, I go for this woman. I feel like I'm playing pretty friendly. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know how that happens. But as far as like what you're seeing so far, I'm playing a very friendly game, and I'm a killer with no trap or no perks. Like, what more can I do for you guys? Really, what more can I do for you? But either way, we actually have a lot of good pressure. We have one on hook, one injured. Everybody's been hooked once. Gens are not flying at all. This guy, I'm gonna tell you something. This is the guy who was complaining at his teammates. Just please keep an eye on how he plays. He's already been hooked because he stepped in a trap, which is fine. Sometimes you can't see them. I don't really think somebody's a bad player because they step in a trap. It's some traps are in really good spots that you don't expect, right? A lot of survivors who go against Trapper, they know what to expect the traps. A lot of the ones I put, you don't know to expect. So you just think you can... I'm tracking you through the wall. Oh, man. Oh, I just fixed my equalizer settings. It sounds so good. I can actually hear Survivor's footsteps really well through the wall. Even basement, like, I didn't even do basement trap or anything. But yeah, we gotta set up a little bit. Like, we gotta set this one up, of course. Gotta do the top of the stairs. Most of the time, if I am nearby and I see somebody get off the hook, I'll just body block. So this is the guy here that was talking so much shit about his teammates, and it's like, dude... Were you that good? I don't remember. You just pre-dropped the God Pallet at 5 gens. I wasn't even close. You would have made it somewhere. Like, this is what I don't understand. He's been trapped already. He's been hit already because he was refusing to drop another God Pallet, which is fine. He just did a terrible fake. So if you look actually here, I did go for the interplay. I have no interest in Fen Ming. Yeah, let me... Come on, baby. I'll follow this up. I'll follow that ass anywhere. And then, just in case, BT might have still been there, but I'm like, not today. Then I put this trap here so they can't pallet stun me, and I'm like, oh, right in my face. But she gets trapped anyway, so it's really not a problem. We bring her down to basement. I don't know how Fun got up so quickly. Fun, Fen, whatever. Yeah, no, she got up really fast, but that's fine. They got one gen done. I'm very excited for them. They should be proud. It was not looking like they were going to get anything done. And we trap, of course, the top of the stairs. I don't know if that's the proper side to it. This pallet broken. I probably should have... Yeah, I definitely should have trapped the other side, but that is no problem at all. We're looking over here. We see some scratch, but there's not too much going on over here. Like, am I okay with losing this pallet, this gen? Absolutely. Is it something I want to lose? Not really. I still gotta keep my wits about me. And this person does seem like they play a little sneaky, as you could see. She was just, like, crouching around. I'm not... Why did I even swing? I swear, when I was playing that, it looked like I was a lot closer. I'm not sure why. I was thinking on doing a little trap there. It's something they won't see, but I feel like nobody cuts that corner too tight because there's really no need to. So we got back up with Ace, who thinks he is the god of this game. This is the survivor that talks about his other teammates having a skill issue. So you see I get the first tap there. He makes it to a pallet, a decent pallet, not the best pallet in the world, but I would say this is a decently strong pallet. And what does he do? He pisses it away by getting too greedy. So, like, again, this is the guy talking about his teammates having a skill issue. And, of course, we had to get him, you know, just a little teabag. I was going to put it down there to protect myself, and then I realized no one's coming to save him. They don't like him. He's a bully. He's just a big, fat bully. That's, again, another gen I wasn't worried about. We are kind of letting them get gens. As you can see, we're not really focused on gen pressure right now. Oh, I do feel like the game's in my grasps. Was it a mistake? Well, we'll see. We'll see how the game ends up, but was it the smartest thing I've done? No, but that's what happens, man, when you're playing a game like this, and when you don't have perks, and you're playing a killer like Trapper, you really can't afford to play this way, but I do sometimes anyways. We are chasing this man down. Do I consider this a form of tunneling? To be honest, I don't. I wasn't anywhere near him when he got when he got unhooked, and he's the first. Yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy who was skill issuing his team. Yeah. But no, like, I don't consider that tunneling, guys. If they get unhooked and I'm not that close and they got 20 feet on me and it's the only survivor I actually notice, then no, to me, that's not actually tunneling. That's just, I see a survivor, I need to go for him. Whether he's unhooked or not, it doesn't make a difference. And now they're starting to work on other gen, which is good. They're increasing the gen pressure. I kind of let them do that. I kind of gave them the opportunity because I am focusing on, like, trying to get little cheeky traps here, trying to see what can work, what survivors do. They keep pre-dropping like crazy, which is weird. Why would you pre-drop such a weak pallet? It didn't slow me down at all. But, yeah, these guys are a little weird. And you guys can see that Fen Ming body block. Dude, that's a bot. Oh, how did I hire her? Who knows? I would say this is probably the best survivor in the game. And this is probably the best chase in the game. I think it lasts the longest amount of time. If I had to guess, it's probably about 15 seconds, and that's pretty bad. I should not let them run me that long. Especially with a kind of a weaker pallet. But no, she played really well, man. She was going to go for it again, and I just didn't let it happen. She had to drop it eventually, but she played this whole setup really, really well. So well that, if I'm not mistaken, she did deserve a teabag or two. That's a sign of... I know people say, oh, that's, you know, that's toxic. No, that's a sign of respect. Man, you did a good chase. I got to give you some little teabaggage. And the bot, I don't know what they were doing, man. They were very... Those two players in general were pretty stealthy. So I didn't mind. And they got her off hook. No problem. I'm on my way. See, I'm not camping hook. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just minimizing the size of the map at this point. So the lady off hook, I did not really see. But I kind of seen her now. You see what I'm saying? But then she got, like, a lot of distance. I guess she had life. It seemed like... Man, she gained some business. And I got Fen Ming here, so no problem. We're just going to chase her down as usual. I don't really try and mind game bots. It doesn't work all that well. So you kind of just run in a straight line as to where you think they're told to go, and then you make it happen. I was going to go circle around to see if I can get her. I realized I don't care. Like, a 4K is nice. Am I really fiending for the 4K right now? No, it was a crazy... And, of course, I set up both traps. This is what I didn't like. If you're a survivor and you play like this, bro, you're a scumbag. Like, I got the win. After I close this, both doors are trapped. I got the win. Why play like a coward? This is 5 times sped up. This is how long this took. Like, you're just playing like that, bro? Come on. Like, you lost and you just can't take it, so you're playing like a dipshit. That's okay. We just sat here. I'm just blocking this. I'm like, you're not getting any keys or nothing. And then I did some teabags, and then I slowed it down so you guys can see real teabags. Yeah, take the bags. So yeah, now this was not teabagging in sign of respect. This was teabag in sign of you're a douchebag. Playing like that. And then here we go. I'll zoom in a little bit. Someone said SMFD. So much fun. Dylan. And then they said Dylan again, which was weird. I'm assuming that's what it means. And then they say massive skill issue, and that tantrum hurts the whole team. I guess because the player left. I'm really not sure. I wouldn't consider that a tantrum. Why they left, I have no idea. Like, the game seemed like it was still possibly in hand, but hey, man. that's the game for today. Sorry about the commentary. I'm a little tired today, so I couldn't add too much flair to it, but it is what it is. And you guys have a good old-fashioned back on ice.